I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of it. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see that.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there. Carr to Nelson, 51 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Express. Down. Louis. Low. What's it?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Bell. And now running right through it. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook.
Come on, not fair.
A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Carr. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because, you know.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check, check. Hey, Raider 2.
First down, the run with Lynch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
29. 29. 6-18.
Now this time Carl throws. Shakes off the sag. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive with Lynch. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
694.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. Gets through, and now an opening. Still going. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
First down, Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr. That connection with Jordy Nelson coming on the drag route.
Hard to believe that he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Kansas State.
It's so hard to believe that people missed entirely on him. But how about his ability to work and run any route you need? And that completion is evidence that it doesn't matter what you call, he's going to find a way to get open.
Walk-on at Kansas State. Now the locker rooms are named after him there. They'll run with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action here on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action now. Roethlisberger rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Get set, fellas. Low, low, low.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on a comebacker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Stephon Tuitt. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. In there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Down. 188. 637.
To throw his Carr. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Raymond now on the return. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Hey, 734.
To throw on second down. Carr. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Carr gives to Marshawn, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
694. What's it? Ready, set.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
734.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Roethlisberger will throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Shake, crunch, 29. Let 5-man box.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And some space here. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Cover 0. 808. 734.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He'll buy some time right. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's a give to Lynch. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Raider 2. You got 56 there. White. Hey.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Get set. 180. 24.
Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Switzer now to return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Set. Lock 80.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action with Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Roethlisberger now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Now he's going to throw deep back over the... It's caught at the 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
7:34.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
The pitch out to Lynch, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
That's caught inside the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Roethlisberger to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Switzer now to return. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 32 that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run again with Lynch. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the offensive movement to the west.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.